What's up, group leaders? Hey, it's Matt, and got a couple of things I want to share with you as we prepare for our fall group stuff. Today, you should have in your email box received an email from me that had a list of all the people who have currently signed up for your group, as well as a PDF file that had a listing of all the information that those people have provided. And I'm excited about this group season. I think we're on the right track here at City Springs as we begin this kickoff. And I want to take just a few minutes here and share with you a little bit of the dream for groups and the groups team that we've kind of been working on, and remind you of your role in this. Many of you guys have led groups for a while for us, and so I just want to take just a second to make a video for you. Rather than having a group gathering where we all try to come together and it takes a lot of time and we're just passing information anyways, I thought we'll try this. If you have questions about anything that comes up in this, you can send an email to groups@cityspring.org, and we'll try to address those questions and maybe even share them with everyone as we move forward. We are starting our fall group semester. Remember, groups are always open, so sign-ups are just an attempt to create what we call a seed group. So we would like to have a seed group of people who are going to basically start that group, and the goal of groups is to try to bring elbow friends potentially to your group. So if you're in a group that you think your friend might be interested in, we want to invite you to bring people to them. It's okay. Don't feel like, oh, they didn't get signed up, they can't come. That's not how we function in groups. And so as the leader, invite your people to bring elbow friends. No matter what your group session is about, I want to remember that's a key part of what we do. Sign-ups are just to kind of put a little seed group there to begin the groups. The second thing that I want to remind you guys of is that we do groups in semester format. And so these groups will run through just at the beginning of December. And so we like to have natural on and off ramps. So if people join your group and maybe they can make a commitment for one semester, we don't want people to feel like, man, I can't be in this group long term. So we just work from a semester format. So you'll run between now and December. The third thing I want to remind you of is we don't do groups in an attempt to try to multiply groups. We believe that you as a leader are a key role, a key player on this team with City Spring, and so we want to remind you that you are a player on this team. You're an owner in the vision and the dream of City Spring, and we want to remind you to begin to start looking for other people who might have the ability to lead other groups. Right now, we aren't so caught up in the content of groups as much as we are identifying leaders and trying to create connection points. And so if you might only have two families in your group or two couples in your group or even just one couple in your group, we want to just remind you, stick with it, help connect with people, and be encouraged, because we're trying to build connections. As a new church, the more people can feel connected to City Spring, the better. And so connection is the point of groups. That's our main focus. Remember, in our 3-2-1 initiative, we want to always encourage people to connect, grow, and to lead. And so in your group, connection is the primary point, but if you can steer your group towards sharing next step opportunities, what they're wrestling with, areas that they might see themselves as a potential area for growth, then that's a win. If you're in an affinity group, I want to remind you that the point of your group isn't Bible study. It isn't that. It's all about fellowship, and it's really laid back. And so if there's someone who comes to your group and really would like a study, we actually have great courses for study. We have those courses that are available, and so we can steer them to other groups if that's something that someone's looking for. So just remember that. I want to encourage you to remember that groups is also the main format for our congregational care. And so if something goes on in a family of our church and they're in a group, we rally your group around that person. You might remember back in some of the other meetings that we've talked about congregational care, and we want to empower our church to take care of each other. Rather than having pastoral care model or the staff of the church kind of take care of it, we want the church to be the body and take care of each other. So if you have something that goes down, let's say someone in your family has a family member pass away or there's a huge illness that comes into play, Kelly Brooks is our point person for congregational care. And so you can either email Kelly directly, or you can email groups@cityspring.org, and we'll make sure that we get that to Kelly. And again, in this email, I'll put all those links there for you. So congregational care is a huge piece here. And again, that comes from the root of connectedness. We want people to feel connected, and through that connection, people that we have connections with, we want to love and we want to provide for. And so anyway, those are the things that I want to remind you of. And then the final thing that I want to kind of throw at you is to begin to start identifying other leaders in your group. People who might potentially be able to lead a group or whatever. And remember, you can only lead 2 semesters a year. You're going to be forced as a leader to take 1 semester off. And so if you've gone through 2 semesters, and this is maybe you led one throughout the summer and then you have one here in the fall, you're not going to be able to lead a group in the spring. And so we are hoping that we can identify some other leaders to step up and lead some groups for us in the spring semester. So anyway, if you have any questions on any of this stuff, or if I forgot something, or you have a question that I didn't address, remember, you can email that to groups@cityspring.org. And if there's other things out there that you'd like to have addressed, just make sure you contact those people. We're super excited to have you on our groups team here for this fall time. And like I said, lots of new people have signed up for groups. I think we have 6 or 7 families who have started attending City Spring since the kickoff, who have all joined a group. And so this is a cool thing, guys, but what we're trying to dream of is actually happening. People are coming. We have about 15 new families since Jen and I came on the scene. We have about 15 new families, and about 3 or 4 are connected in groups right now. And so we have lots of room to grow, but we have lots of exciting stuff happening. So anyway, remember, connect, grow, lead. Those are our things. That's the 3-2-1 initiative. Again, groups@cityspring.org. If you have any questions, we'll catch you guys later.